it's quite untidy around the ears here. And he's being a great sport for this for me. So for me, normally I like a number 2 for my kids because I feel that men/boys hair grows so fast. And then normally around the sides, I kind of fade it a bit shorter just around the hairline and the ears, which could be kind of complicated for others doing it at home. So I'll just show you the way I do it with the number 2 first. Quick and easy. Let's just make sure this is here so it doesn't go around your shirt. And for me, I actually like to use the clippers when the hair is dry. I just feel it goes through the hair a lot better, especially if the hair is thicker. So here I've got my clippers. And number 2 is my go-to for most. I'm just gonna turn it on here. So I actually, can you just put your head down? Tilting the head down, I feel you're gonna get better in here at the nape. So I'm gonna start at the bottom and you kind of just rock the clippers up. Easy. Just kind of going up here. And hopefully your model has a bendy ear for when you go around the ears here. So just bend it down. Not too hard. And the motion I use is kind of going straight up, and when you get to the top, I kind of just rock the clippers out here. And again, by the ear. Be very cautious because the guard can sometimes poke the ear. In that same rocking motion, I go all the way up, but when I get to the top, I kind of rock it out there. How you feeling, bud? And again, I'm going to come to the back. Personally, I actually don't do haircuts here at home. I make them come into the salon. I'm not a fan of cleaning up the mess on the floor. And the lighting is always way better in the salon. Then again, I'm on the ear again here on this side. Just kind of bend that ear down nice and lightly. Again on the sides here. I'm sorry, I'll just take a peek at any comments that are coming in. It's kind of hard for me to do both here. I'm liking the look of that already. It's tidy. Oh, Steph's here answering any questions. That's great. Hey, Deanna. Hi, Jessa. So there is a little ledge kept there, so I'm just going to go over that and soften that line there. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for those people at home that kind of have to tidy up their husband's or their son's hair here. And another tip that is great if you do have clippers at home and you're using them and they're not really working as well and your model is complaining that it's pulling the hair, always make sure you oil them after every use because the hair actually gets stuck in there and it slows down the blades. I'm liking that, but I see I have a bit of that ledge there. So if you're doing it at home, another easy tip would be, I would go in with a 3 because that should soften that line out. For me personally, I would probably do a scissor over comb technique, but that might be a bit complicated for you folks at home. Oops, and I dropped it. My model is so quiet here. All right, so now I have the 3 on, and let's just see if that kind of softens this weight line here. So you might have to just curve these clippers a bit to get the top of the head, because as you can tell, the shape kind of rounds as you're going up. So, and I can see that it's already softening that a bit, just so you don't walk around with a big weight line on the hair. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking a lot better already. Just trying to make it simple for you guys at home here. As you can see, that weight line is disappearing. And I always like to just kind of comb that weight line down to see how much it's disappeared a bit here. I'm just concentrating, you know, I feel your worst clients are your kids. But there isn't any refunds happening here at the Craig household. I'm just moving on to this other side here. And in that same rocking motion, I feel if you kind of go in and then kind of swoop up, it's going to get the rest of those hairs there that aren't blending in so well. I am rocking my Mystique shirt. This can work a lot. Probably one, I'm sorry. All right. In person, this line doesn't look as bad as it seems on the camera here, but I feel it has blended out pretty good. And then for around the ears, if you take off your guard, this one actually doesn't have it, but this one does. This little guy moves up and down. So when you move it up, this second blade moves up from the first blade here, and you can create longer or shorter. So for me, when I go around the ears, because I actually don't have a little peanut, I am gonna move this so these teeth are level with the first set of teeth. And that's gonna help me clean up around the ears. So here we go. And then I'm just gonna kind of square this off here. And then steady hands here around the ear. And then the bendy ear, it's gonna help you get those long hairs around the ear. There's always one stray hair there that won't detach. And I just kind of use my comb and comb those hairs down to make sure there's no strays sticking out there. And depending on the shape that you like, just turn a little bit here of what you like for the hairline. Like for me, his hairline kind of goes here, so I kind of create a softer line. So I'll kind of go in here and just follow that line. For me, I actually like to fade this a bit shorter, but that might be a bit more complicated for you guys here at home. And then I also follow the back of the neckline here to create that to go straight across. And then I'm just heading on over to this side of the ear as well. So again, nice and steady hand to go around the ears here. You don't want any mishaps. This guy's gonna look fresh and he has no school to go back to. So for me, I'm actually just gonna go in and fade the bottom because his hair grows so fast. This will be a bit tricky for you guys at home, but I normally take the clippers like this and just kind of run over the bottom of the hairline. I don't know what it is with guys. They must have Miracle-Gro in their shampoo because their hair grows back so bloody fast. So for me, I feel if they have a long hairline in the back, this just typically removes some of that without making it look like it has been painted on. And I kind of just follow around the ear. I'm concentrating at the moment. Sorry, guys. It's looking good. And I just realized I forgot to put my flip-flops on, so my hair, there is hair all over the bottom of my feet. Another way for you guys to do that technique is I would go into a number 1 here and get them to kind of tilt their head down again. And you can go in with a 1. Just tilt down, put your shoulder down, and just kind of go to the bottom of the neck and whip it up. Rock it up. Just so it removes that little bit on the hairline to kind of give it so it won't grow back within a week. You can look up now. And I'm just going to go around the ear to make sure there's no long hairs that are sticking out. Which I feel it looks pretty good. And put them again for 1 moment. Just make sure this line is nice and straight here. You'll probably be jumping into the shower anyway and be super itchy here. So I feel a lot of times too with certain hairlines. Well, more so younger. I feel if you go too short there, it can look like you've put a bit of a hole in the hair. So I like to sometimes just do a scissor over comb technique so it's not going as short there. For some reason they have less hair there. I think for the most part that looks pretty good. If you can just tilting there. I love the look of this. So it's a bit shorter here at the nape and it goes up. Perfect. Tilt there. And then for the top, he has so much hair. I did have him pre-wet the hair, but it's already a bit dry in here. Look at how much hair that is. And he does like the length on top because he likes a big afro. So I'm probably just gonna take a 1/2 inch. So for you guys at home, if you have to just take a bit off, I create a nice clean section here. Just, can you tilt down for one moment, bud? Okay, there you go. So I took a nice clean section straight across the head, and I'm pulling it up. I am probably going to take about that much off for him because he likes it long. And then when I grab my second section, I am using my first section I just cut as my guide. I don't want to get too technical here because we're really just cleaning up around the ears for those moms at home that have to cut their kids and their husband's hair. Then again, this is my third section, and I am bringing it back to my second section to use as a guideline here. And I see my guide right here. I hope Steph is still there answering all the questions. And this guy's being very patient. He still has so much hair, even though I'm just taking a bit off here at the top. This is my fourth section, and I'm bringing it back to my third section to be able to find my guide. Although he has all this hair, his hair dries so fast. Yes, this is a water bottle. It is not Jack Daniels. And then here's my fifth section. And I am pulling it back to my fourth for the guide. And moving on to my sixth section. Bringing it back to my fifth section to find my guide. Seventh section brought back to your sixth. And making sure that everything is even. I am going to cross check here. Make sure everything is even. I am just used to doing this because this is my job, so I am just doing this here. Just pulling up my sections that I just cut to make sure they are even. This is my last one. Tyson is normally not this quiet. This kid likes his hair in his eyes, so I'm assuming that's what he'll be doing. And I can see that I took a bit off. His curl is coming back to life. How long ago do you think I permed this? I think this perm is about a month and a half old. I am actually just going around the head and making sure that this is all even here. Pulling out my sections towards me. Turn your head a bit back. I'm feeling that that looks pretty good. How simple was that? So the most common guard, like I said before, is a 2 for men because I feel their hair grows so fast. So I did a 2 here, and then just recapping, I went in with a 3 to remove some of this weight line, so then you don't have a ledge. So 2 all the way around. I rocked it to about here, and then I went over again with the clippers with a 3 to remove this weight line. I still see it here in the camera, but in person it doesn't really look like it's there anymore. And then again, if you don't have little clippers at home, I took the guard off these clippers here and made sure you used your lever here and push it straight down to the second set of teeth, and that will just take everything out around the hairline all the way around. I'm really hoping that helped all of you guys back at home. And one of my favorite products that I actually like to use on my men and boy clients is the La Biostatique Fiber Paste. Amazing product. Not too much hold, but it gives hold there to be able to move throughout the day. Thank you for watching, guys. You're welcome, Bible Junkies. You're welcome, everybody. He's been a good sport. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Oh my God, I'm embarrassed by it.